True.
All right, now we're getting ready for something that I'm looking forward to because we've got some mock drafts. We've got some mock drafts coming up. Now, I didn't ask you to go through the entire mock drafts, okay? I didn't ask you to go through the entire first round. I basically asked you guys to go from 1 to 14, okay? So, Gail, I want you to spit out your mock draft because this is the first time Bish is hearing it. This is the first time Kel's hearing it. This is the first time Nelson's hearing it. Fire away.
From 1 to 14?
1 to 13.
1 to 13. Myles Garrett going to the Browns. Solomon Thomas going to the 49ers. Deshaun Watson going to the Bears. Hot take. Leonard Fournette to the Jaguars. Jamal Adams to the Titans. Lattimore to the Jets. Boo. Malik Hooker going to the Chargers. Jonathan Allen, who falls a little bit, falls to the Panthers. O.J. Howard going to the Bengals. Hot take. Mitchell Trubisky going to the Bills. Reuben Foster, damn it, going to the Saints. Mike Williams going to Cleveland. Derek Barnett going to Tennessee. And my man, Corey Davis, the guy who falls to the Eagles.
Falls to the Eagles. So we got one on the board for Corey Davis. Now, you mentioned Trubisky, right? And he's kind of a wild card. We're hoping he gets drafted in the top 13, right? Now, he had him going to the Bills. Rumor has it that was the Browns' kind of pick. They got 2 picks within that top 13. If you're the Bills, aren't you shopping that pick at all?
I mean, they could, but they need someone to develop. And you got a new coach up there. Maybe he's looking to bring his guy, McDermott.
Rookie head coach.
They have the owner going out to all these meetings. When your owners fly, what happens? We get a Carson Wentz in Philly when they start following all these quarterbacks all over the country. I just have a feeling that it could be Trubisky.
Do you think the Browns maybe get a little nervous and decide to take Trubisky with the first one?
Nah, that would be dumb. That would be Browning it.
That would
definitely be Browning it. But I could see them moving up from their 12 pick to make a move somewhere.
Nelson, 1 through 13, and then the Eagles pick that you have there.
All right, so I have the Browns taking Garrett. I have the Niners taking Jamal Adams, the safety out of LSU. I have the Bills trading up with the Bears from 10 to take Mitch Trubisky. Like you said, they're very interested in him. So I have the Jaguars taking Fournette. I have the Titans taking Mike Williams. I have the Bengals trading up and taking Solomon Thomas. They just lost Carlos Dunlap. It'd be a great replacement there. The Chargers taking Malik Hooker. The Panthers taking the Fall and Jonathan Allen. The Jets with that pick from the Bengals taking O.J. Howard. The Bears from the pick with the Bills taking Marlon Humphrey. I have the Colts trading up with the Saints to take Christian McCaffrey. And I had the Browns taking Gary and Conley. Don't think that's going to happen now. The Cardinals and Bill Arians' ties to Temple. He's going to take Hassan Reddick. And then with the Eagles pick, Corey Davis.
So we got 2 on the board for Corey Davis.
Amazing.
Now explain.
Passing on Reuben
Explain
Foster.
to me, because I've been doing a lot of show prep today. All right, I've been show prepping, bringing up graphics that I'm sure Mike's tweeting out right now, fucking up the graphics, and then having to redo all the graphics because of all your trades. First of all,
say no to the weed.
There's 2. We already got 2 mock drafts with Trubisky. Is Trubisky like anything special? Is he the real deal? Like, I see you cringing.
I mean, he's got like 13 starts to his resume.
The least.
A lot of people don't like. A lot of GMs in the past, like a guy with that many starts, you don't draft that early.
It's the fewest amount in the first round.
I mean, he didn't beat out the guy that was starting above him like 2 years ago, so he's been sitting on the bench for a little bit.
Okay.
But he showed, he showed some maturity as a quarterback this season. He can get to that third read.
Is it a reach? Is it a desperation? Is it a Christian Ponder?
You see Philadelphia. Teams could look at Philadelphia and see what we did and think, could he be their version of Carson Wentz? Carson Wentz didn't have that many starts to his resume as well. Mm-hmm. Coming from a lower division, and we gave up the farm for him. Not really the farm, but the air quotes farm. But I don't know. Teams need a quarterback.
Gotcha. Hey, Bish, give me your mock, buddy.
All right, number 1, I have Myles Garrett. Number 2, 49ers take Solomon Thomas. Number 3, the best safety in the draft, Jamal Adams. Number 4, the Jaguars with Tom Coughlin there now kind of running things. He likes to run the ball. Have them picking Leonard Fournette. The Tennessee Titans Marcus Mariota gets a weapon, and that weapon is O.J. Howard at number 5. Tight end, the highest, I believe that would be the highest ever a tight end has been taken, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
The New York Jets have them taking Lattimore. The Chargers, Malik Hooker. The Panthers, Jonathan Allen.
Damn.
Number 9, I had the Bengals selecting Hassan Reddick from Temple. The Bills, they get another Clemson wide receiver and Mike Williams. The Saints, unfortunately for us, I have them picking Reuben Foster. 12, I have the Browns getting their quarterback and Mitchell Trubisky. 13, unfortunately for us, again, I had the Cardinals selecting Corey Davis. And since Conley broke my heart today, I had the Philadelphia Eagles selecting Le'Veon's guy, Dalvin Cook, running back, Florida State.
Ooh, Dalvin Cook. All right, so we got 2 of the Corey Davises, 1 Dalvin Cook. All right, I think we'd be okay with either one of the like Nelson as a Cook.
He's not a Cook guy.
He's not a Cook guy. Would you be satisfied with the pick though? I mean, going into it, okay, they select Cook. I mean, how comfortable are you with that?
It depends on if Staley can teach him how to hold on to a ball.
If he can Tiki Barber it, high and tight.
If he can Tiki Barber it, if he can Marshall Faulk it, or does he turn into Amir Abdullah, who still can't stop fumbling?
I mean, Deuce Staley was at his pro day, had a great meeting with his family. I love Dalvin Cook, man.
I mean, if he can, definitely if he can, fix the fumbles, and Deuce can help him with that. I would move him as my top-rated running back. I have him second only because of the fumbles and the pass protection, of course. But if he can fix those fumbles, I mean, this is an elite guy at an elite position.
For sure.
Cook is a gamer. And
it's great to pair Carson Wentz up with a young running back, and that's what Dalvin Cook is. So if that happens, if the Eagles take a running back, it'd be great to pair those two up for a long time to come.
Weapons for Wentz. I like it. Kel, give me your mock.
Well, I like to cause a little controversy every once in a while. So the Cleveland Browns take Mitchell Trubisky.
Hey. All right, that's what I was talking about.
San Fran takes Garrett. Chicago Bears take Hooker. Jacksonville Jaguars take Watson.
2 quarterbacks.
Hot takes.
Already.
Hot takes.
Wow. 2
So many
quarterbacks.
hot takes. Tennessee takes Lattimore. The Jets take Adams. Chargers take Solomon Thomas. The Carolina Panthers take Fournette. Cincinnati Bengals take Jonathan Allen. Buffalo Bills take Mike Williams, pair him up with the other Clemson wide receiver on the other side. Saints take Conley, so I'm going to have to probably change that. Maybe put like Foster in or something. Make that work. Cleveland takes McCaffrey, the second one. And then Arizona takes Barnett, and the Philadelphia Eagles select Corey Davis.
Hey.
Straight for Corey Davis.
And we have not talked to anybody. Nobody has seen each other's mock 14s.
Nobody has seen my mock draft.
Oh.
I made.
Well, it's on Twitter now, but
it's on Twitter now.
Dingleberry Jenkins.
But listen, for the little and limited amount that I have watched college football, okay. Two guys, as he laughs at me, 2 guys that stood out to me. All right, Mike Williams watching that championship game, just the way he's able to attack the ball. That's a God-given skill. You can't teach that.
He's a bully.
Hashtag back shoulder fade.
Back shoulder fade. When you got it, and when I was watching this, I turned to my boss. We were out in Vegas. I go, God damn it, he looks like Dez. Just the way he's able to leap, snatch. Physical. Am I right on that?
50-50 balls, he wins.
And Corey Davis would be my other one. I still think, even though the Eagles went out in free agency, they got themselves an Alshon. They got themselves a Smith. They still got Jordan. They still got fucking Nelson Aguilar. It's the first time we brought up that name all day. All right? But now you have flexibility at the position. So if Alshon's not doing it, all right, he's not cutting it, he gets suspended or whatever, you still got somebody to plug in there. If you decide at the end of the season that you like your wide receiver, you can let J-Mac go. You can just let J-Mac walk right out the door, or even maybe try to trade him. You know what I mean? At the end of his rookie deal, try to get him out of here for as low of a pick as you possibly can. If Smith isn't working out, he just doesn't have it, even though he's got a good quarterback, he doesn't have that speed, he's a little bit older, boom, you can let him walk. You can let any one of these guys walk and still have your future number one receiver still on the roster. At least from a game plan perspective, that's what makes sense to me.
Receiver. Which one, though?
Mike Williams, of course.
Mike Williams.
Whoever's there.
Right, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Same way.
Like, in other words, if both of them were there, which is highly unlikely, right? If both of them were there, I'd take Mike Williams. If Mike Williams has already taken Corey Davis, still on the board, I'm taking Corey Davis. Injury concerns? Yeah, a little bit. But keep in mind, again, you got that flexibility. Because he doesn't have to ball out his first year. He's just got to show you that he can take the load.
And you got a guy that can grow with Carson Wentz.
And you got a guy that can grow with Carson Wentz.
My thing is, it's like if you need milk, right? You know the one in the fridge is going to expire, but you got like 3 or 4 days. But you go I'm going to get this milk early because this one might expire.
Yeah.
Or they might spoil.
It's
like
football.
Alshon Jeffrey with the injuries.
It's football
so
milk.
Get your milk.
Get your milk.
It's
healthy for your bones. It makes everything. Hey, get the milk forget it. I'm not fucking going into that. All right. So now here's the curveball, right? I asked you you guys, for your mock drafts, Bish, Cal, Nelson, Gail. I asked you all for your mock drafts because I wanted to throw you a curveball. So I basically took all the names on your picks, 1 through 13, and I took them off the board. Right? So when the Eagles are sitting there at pick 14, now I understand there's more than 13 names on this list, but hot fire, pressure's on, you're in the war room, these guys are off the board. These are all the guys that you had going before the Eagles pick. Almost all of them are on the list of the Eagles that you did pick for pick 14. These guys are unavailable to you. Talks amongst yourselves. Bish, I know you can't see this, but you got all the other pictures.
So we're coming together to make this.
You are coming together. All these guys, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
God damn it, I'm going to bang the table for somebody.
18 players off the board. I understand it's an unrealistic exercise, but assuming that these guys aren't here, curveball, pressure time, who you got?
Our people, we got a top 100 draft board over here that we could look, thanks to Dane Brugler of CBS Sports. So we can look at this draft board right here and figure out who's going to be our pick here.
Well, Dalvin Cook's not on that list.
Dalvin Cook is not on the list.
So that's that.
As Gail brings his giant binder over to
Who you
the
guys
line.
like over there?
Now keep in mind, you guys are on the clock, and I'm not talking NFL draft clock. I'm talking about we've got fucking 25 minutes left in the show, and we got to save time for Mike's Twitter question. Mike, we got a lot of questions lined up?
We got a lot of questions, so we got to go through the polls as well. It's firing up like crazy.
Okay. All right.
Did you do John Ross?
Well, yeah, all right, okay.
Well, I'm going with Kelly, though. I noticed that Cook was on the board as well, so I'm not a draft expert compared to these guys, but Cook, if he's sitting there, you have to take the chance.
So while the brainiacs are talking over here, the dummies are going to talk, right?
Okay.
So I'm looking at this, right? And I'm thinking Cook, because you need a running back. It fits a need, right?
Definitely.
He's the only one on here that was selected at 14 for the Eagles amongst their mock drafts that weren't drafted prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
Does the off-the-field stuff worry you, Philly Mike?
No doubt. Yeah, so you got to have that question mark. And plus, me and Gail were talking about this before the show. Like, the Eagles have, like, a nucleus going on of, like, players that don't have, like, a really shady background. You know what I mean?
Right.
We barely have any players like that. So I think with Cook, you're taking a chance. But if he could stay clean and do what he does and play football and nothing else, the Eagles got a hell of a pick.
Now, whenever they're talking about off-the-field issues, they love to bring up Hall of Famers or future Hall of Famers like Warren Sapp.
Mm-hmm.
Warren Sapp dropped in the first round. He was one of those early tumblers, right?
Yeah.
Talented guy, Hall of Famer, off-the-field issues, worked out, okay? You talk about a guy like...
The pick is in.
Well, hold on. Hold on. The commissioner's not at the stand yet. You talk about guys like Randy Moss, all right? Off-the-field concerns, character issues, right?
Yeah.
Minnesota picks him up late in the first round. Turns out he's a Hall of Famer. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, all right? But for every example like that, there's your Randy Gregory's. There's your Johnny Manziel's.
Mm-hmm.
There's countless other guys whose names I'm forgetting that turn out those character flaws were magnified once you give a young man millions of dollars, a nice car, fucking Bentley, nice jewelry, hanging out in the clubs, it's a concern. So now, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock. Roger Goodell walks up to the podium. These 18 players are off the board. So with the 14th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Tre'Davious White out of LSU.
Tre'Davious White. Now, why did you come to that conclusion?
Well, he's a solid overall corner. We know that Jalen Mills has given us great intel. Joe Douglas
Loves him.
Loved him
at the Senior Bowl. Raved about him.
We need a cornerback. I think he's a guy that's flexible in that range from like 20 on back to the second round. I felt like he fit the bill.
Definitely. He tackles well. He was the captain of the LSU defense.
Wore number 18, the number that
Benny
Logan wore, which stands for leadership in the locker room. You don't just wear number 18.
The groin makes an appearance again.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, there was a discussion going on there, and obviously names are being thrown out. Hey, what about this guy? What about that? What are some other ones you talked about but decided to go?
We talked about John Ross.
Yeah.
Me and Kelly almost banged the table, but we're like, And then Levon wanted to go with Malik McDowell.
Who the fuck is Malik McDowell?
He went to college with Dingleberry Jenkins.
Okay.
Michigan
Loved
State.
his highlight tape. Yeah.
He shows a ton of, he was a monster. But
What position does he play?
He played defensive tackle. But he's
Defensive
flexible.
tackle?
But he's like 300 pounds, but he moves like an athletic 300-pounder.
Holy shit. We just traded for the Ravens.
But the news on,
Defensive tackle.
a lot of his players, a lot of the coaches weren't really giving him rave reviews. He kind of shut it down at the end of the season.
Takes plays off.
But the talent is there.
The talent is there.
I just couldn't get past the...
That's a top 10 talent.
If you have
he
teammates
puts it all
and coaches not stepping up in your behalf at this time of the season, that's a red flag.
Now, you went ahead with the corner, White, all right?
Yep.
There's that other corner in Washington. What's his name?
Kevin King.
Kevin King.
Kevin King is another guy Tony Pauline had mocked to the Eagles. I think
the first?
To the first.
Okay.
And at the beginning of the whole draft process, I had him in the third round, but he tested so well at the combine. And
So why White over King?
Why White over King? I think he's just a really, he's been a starter since his freshman year. He just stepped in. One of the cornerbacks at the Senior Bowl that they used as an example to the rest of the cornerbacks was Tre'Davious White. He's just a solid corner. I think if you just want a guy to step in and have someone ready right away, Tre'Davious White.
Considering all the cornerbacks are falling down or getting arrested or whatever.
Now, I'm just going to put on the board T. White because I have no fucking idea how to spell Tre'Davious. Okay?
It's how it.
Apostrophe Davius.